There is no water, there's no nutrients, there's no worms, there's nothing. It's bloody dead, it's concrete. And over here, we have the best soil on the farm, okay? Beautiful, soft, you can bloody stick your fingers in it, you smell it, you want to eat it, it's just bloody fantastic soil. Grows food like you wouldn't believe. Okay? Now, here we have some moss and lichen. Okay? What kind of environment does moss and lichen like? Bloody concrete. Okay, it lives here. But as that environment gets better and better, are we going to see moss and lichen? Not so much. Okay, what have we got here? We got, what's a nice annual here? Speargrass. Okay, speargrass prefers a better environment. It has quite a big range.
On your pen.
And then we have some, Harry, if you wouldn't mind coming up, then we have some sorghum. Okay, it's going to require some fertility, going to require some machinery to open up and get it established. But again, we're heading up towards that environment. That's good environment. Sorry, Mr. Name?
Jane.
Jane, come on up. Okay, so what's the top pasture plant for up here?
Buffgrass.
Buffer grass, fantastic. Here we got some buffer grass. Again, it needs quite a big, broad, and it doesn't matter if it's a grass or it's a tree. You have certain species that are adapted to certain environments. You've got species that are adapted to concrete. Okay, you've got a species adapted to good, healthy soils. And often we don't have to throw seed around, that's expensive. And if you throw good quality seed into concrete, unless you put a lot of diesel, a lot of irrigation, a lot of fertilizer, it's not going to survive. You know, we could take a polar bear out of Alaska, virtually the same genes, and put it in Colorado. How long do you think it'll survive for? Not long. We could take a brown bear out of Colorado, same genes, and put it in Alaska. How long do you think it's going to survive for? Not long. You know, every species has its environment. And if you've got a lot of species that live on concrete, you can spray, you can kill, you can poison, but unless you change the concrete, guess what's coming back? How often does Australia declare weed of interest?
18 days.
Every 18 days, Australia is declaring a weed of interest. How many weeds have we got rid of in Australia? 0. And you know, as managers, this is what we do. We manage environments through the use of tools, and there are no barriers here. There's nothing stopping us moving in this direction. I can walk to WA from here. Farmers think a fence is a barrier. It's not. Weeds blow through it, worms go through it, birds go through it. But if we can change the environment, what are the tools we have at our disposal to change the environment? Fire, technology, tractors, grazing animals. And if we manage them correctly, we can move this environment in this direction. Those plants will disappear without large amounts of input. And we'll gain these plants. And this is where happy families live. This is where good communities live. This is where those little rural towns are humming, because there's enough energy being brought from around them. Culture, all of those things live up here. Down there, you're just too busy grubbing to feed your family. But there are no boundaries. So we can change our paddock just through management. And you might have a fire, whoops, we take a couple of steps back. Some of these plants come back in. Keep on managing. And then you have a drought, whoops. A couple of these plants come back in. But as long as you keep moving in this direction, there are no barriers. So it's just appreciating that use of animals to help us move in that direction. And there are two things we do with animals. We open the gate, we close the gate. We determine how bunched they are. You know, those are the two things we can manipulate. But your cows are a tool. And they're out there 24 hours a day doing something. Now, you can't switch them off and put them in the garage. Now, are they doing the right thing or are they doing the wrong thing? That's up to you.